Fantastic. Another good day's work. Trouble seems to
For New Jersey.
Seriously? I thought I told you to get out of here, old man.
Yeah, old man.
It's a nice echo. Your gorillas have personalities of their own, or they just agree with everything you say?
Very funny, old man. Very
fucking
funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, has-been washed-up old cop should go on TV.
Yeah.
Tell some jokes about how you got your wife killed or some shit.
Yeah, where's the little old lady?
Or how you got involved with killers.
Oh.
I own this town, amigo.
That's a good line. You practice that in front of the mirror in your underwear? Your father owns this town. Yeah, dear old dad, well-known drug dealer and murderer. You're nothing but a chump.
You not disrespect my family. You ain't got the right.
Hey, you don't take that from this punk tone.
I ain't taking nothing from him God hasn't already deprived them of. But I might start anytime. Now say you're sorry. You
Say
fucking
you're sorry.
has-been caught, motherfucker. Say you are sorry.
Say you're fucking
Look
sorry,
away from me.
you
Look away
fucking
from me. Don't you stare at me. Say you're sorry.
Listen to him.
Which you want first?
Don't act clever, you fucking leather jacket dipshit cop cunt. Don't act clever.
Yeah, right.
I will
Yeah,
blow your
fucking
brains
blow 'em out.
all over this
Fuck this
counter. Every
motherfucker.
fucking where.
Come on,
Tony, calm
Yeah, don't fuck with me, Marty. I'll shoot you as well.
Marty,
Don't fuck with me.
Marty, he ain't fucking kidding.
Put
Shut
the gun
fuck
down,
up.
son!
Who the fuck is this?
Hell?
Put the gun down now!
Hey.
Thank you. Now
Stay
get
away
the
from
fuck
me.
out of here before you get shot!
I got you. Who the fuck are you? I got
Don't
you.
worry
Push
about
back.
it.
Fuck.
Go on!
I'm
Fuck off!
get you, motherfucker. Coming back for you,
Yeah.
you fuck.
I look
got
forward
your
to it.
face.
Yeah?
Stay right here. Stay right here. You don't know who you're fucking with.
Yeah, whatever. Max fucking Payne! How you doing, man?
I'm doing about as good as I look.
You don't remember me? Pasos. How Pasos? Come on, we went to the academy together, man. You don't remember?
That's going back a long way, French.
I spent 5 years on the beat in the Bronx, working homicide. I nearly got killed, man. I gave up. I got into private work. Here, Central America, Brazil, where my family comes from, all over.
Ah, that's great. Travel, see the world.
Yeah, keeps me busy. I take care of people, you know? Proper bodyguarding. Hey, I'm working for a good firm. I'm actually here on a bit of a recruitment drive.
Yeah, well, why don't you drive on off back into the sunset there, Pesos? It's been nice catching up.
At least let me buy you a drink.
Yeah, sure. Anybody can buy me a drink.
All right, 2 more. Look, this is the way we do it in Brazil, baby.
I had to admit, I kind of liked the guy.
Hey, another round. Max is buying.
He had a great set of stories, but I still wasn't interested in becoming a white knight again.
Saúde.
Cheers.
What, I don't look like I go to Shakespeare or something? Saúde!
Okay, cheers.
You faggot still got something to say to me?
Yeah. Fuck off.
I don't like spics who tell me to fuck off.
Well, good for you. Now fuck off.
Don't stare at me, whore.
Fuck you, asshole. No dick, asshole.
What'd you say?
You heard me. I'm not frightened of you, you spray-tan Guido douche.
Girl sure had balls. I had to give her that.
Oh, shit!
I don't know why I did it. Guess I never liked seeing girls get hit. But from that moment, I was dead in that town.
Keep your head down!
Just let the cover.
I'm gonna kill you, buddy!
Okay, so fucking kill him.
Jersey don't change.
You son of a...
always in moderation. The bar held a lot of memories for me. Most of them fuzzy, but memories nonetheless. This looked like goodbye. They'd barred the front door. Of course, we were trapped in here. The only way out was through the back, exactly where they wanted us. I'd gotten into my share of bar fights, but that night made me wish for any one of those. It ain't often you get nostalgic for getting your ass kicked by 6 sailors on shore leave.
I know you brought a fucking army down here, but there ain't much left of it. Joe, shit!
Jesus Christ! Don't worry, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
There ain't a light, it ain't a tunnel, it's a hole. Time to see what's waiting outside for us.
Well, it ain't gonna be a warm cup of milk and a blowjob. We gonna do this?
The only way my first meeting with Passos could have gone any worse was if he turned a gun on me along with everyone else. I should have realized. Partnerships start as they mean to go on.
Sticking here is gonna get us killed.
I still didn't remember having met Passos before, but then again, I didn't have any friends left from those days, and I didn't remember most nights after 6 p.m.
Stopped. I told you to stop. We're fine.
What do you mean we're fine? Come on, huh? We're not.
You're a dead man, asshole!
I ain't waiting to see who else shows up. Come on.
I thought about saying the cops, but this was no time for bad jokes. They ain't gonna make this easy for us, are they?
Stay over here. Cover me.
Yes, sir. He could have been setting me up for a fall, but something told me to stay put and trust him. right around the corner. Let's go this way.
Let's go, man.
The bar was right around the corner from my apartment. It only took a few minutes to get back.
It's a nice place you got here, homie.
Thanks for noticing.
Why are you living like this?
Like what?
You know, scratching around? Sitting in bars all day?
Maybe I just haven't found the right guy to put a bullet through my head yet. I just don't know.
I can get you work, Max. Work that only a guy like you can do.
Can you give me work sitting in a bar feeling sorry for myself? Where do I sign up?
Saúde.
Gesundheit.
You were the best guy in the academy. And you won medals on the street.
Hey, I lost loved ones on the street. All right? Family. More than once.
Yeah, I know. So leave. Start over. You've mourned enough.
I ain't a cop no more.
And this ain't cop work. This is protecting people in places where the cops ain't too hot.
No thanks, pal. I think I just better lay low for a while.
You, I want on the roof. You, I want on every doorway. And you guys, I want every fucking corner covered.
About that plan.
I'm coming after you, you motherfucking murdering bastard! Meet 100 angry greaseballs!
Who's that?
Anthony DeMarco, he's the father of the kid I just shot.
Max Payne!
Yeah, that looks about right.
Payne! You killed my boy! You killed my only son!
We gotta get out of here now.
You're not inviting these guys in?
When had I ever needed to invite trouble in? It always found me, no matter where I hid.
Vamos, man, let's go! Droga! Fuck!
Must have forgotten about those. I guess I thought if I was going to be shot in the face in here, it would probably be me pulling the trigger. I didn't have a fancy green light on my gun, just the stubborn desire to stop those thugs from having their way. I hadn't wanted to live so bad in years.
Hey, you're fucking dead!
Shh, my boy. Don't be afraid of the fires. You think that'll hurt you? You think they'll char your skin and char your bones? But it'll make you clean in the long run. The joys of hygiene. Come to me, you sinners, you evil men. You were born in filth and squalor, but today you will be cleansed. Cleansed in fire.
It was hard seeing Brewer go out like that, but I got to thinking, it was what he was waiting for, a chance to make a difference. At least that's what helps me sleep at night. The apartment made me wish I'd got to know him better. It made for interesting reading. If I'd been given a few more years looking into the bottom of a glass, I might have been on the same page. Looked like he was keeping an eye on me. Must have thought we were kindred spirits. More and more, I think he was right. Rent was going to have to be lowered in the building. That was something the tenants committee could thank me for. Up and out. Scramble away from what's left of your life over dead bodies and a few loose roof tiles. If I'd thought things through, I may have sat down and let myself burn. Gunfire over Hoboken. Felt strange to be at the center of it again. The target, that is. Like an old comedian hearing one last round of applause. Coming into Newark Airport. Get right on the Pulaski, pal. Don't look...
Guys, let's look alive. We're gonna get this prick. Come on, I wanna hear some motivation. Let's go.
Hey, what was that?
What was what?
I heard something.
Kinda
Up there!
Up where?
Up there!
What you bitching? Oh, there he is! Shoot him!
God damn it!
Some help there, brother?
I needed help 5 minutes ago.
Looked like you were doing fine.
Okay, well, it doesn't feel that way.
Well, you ain't lost it. Hey, it looks like there might be a way down through the wreck up here.
There were wrecks all around, and not the kind you fix up for a weekend project. These were the wrecks you cross the road to avoid.
could go on alone, but it wouldn't be so much fun. And they're always one step ahead.
They don't need to second guess us when they're covering all the angles.
I still stick to crack.
Oh man! You okay?
You're clear. What's with this guy? Axe, I'm getting sick of these people.
Meeting up here? Fancy seeing you here. Might make the pain of leaving somewhat easier.
You settling in here? Come on, let's go! Come on.
These chumps have been chopping up cars around the corner from my apartment for the last year. The ex-cop in me clocked it months ago, but the deadbeat in me didn't give a shit.
What the fuck? Oh, shit, it's Tom! Are you serious? No, let's go! There, spread out! Let's go! You gotta get this one on your time here!
It's like there's a sale on hair gel!
Fine with the leather.
There's plenty here, going begging.
This don't show the blood so much. Always in moderation.
How's this look? Okay? Be near the end of it now.
Shoot him! Hold it!
Useless piece of shit!
Hold it!
How'd they get through these houses? around these parts.
Let's just get over there.
Yeah? Think you need a hand?
No, do you? Let's go, amigo.
You like that?
Should be a bit quieter in here.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I can see why you'd want to leave this place, Max. It's real charming.
Isn't it?
So look, I got some friends in Queens. We can stay there for a few days.
Queens.
You want a job yet, Max?
So here we were, miles up the Tietze River, looking for what we did not know.
Max. You listening? Max! So like I was saying, I think they're a group called the Krashapre.
Why'd you tell me they were called the CS?
They are. I mean, Fabiana. She was kidnapped by the CS. The guys that crashed that little party at the stadium, they were a group of paramilitaries.
You'll have to forgive me for not being able to follow all this.
You're not supposed to follow it. The government can't even follow it. It ensures that no one's ever guilty.
So why'd they do it? Bust us at the stadium.
Somebody told them we were gonna be there with a whole lot of money. Anyway, the money's gone. Just hope we can get the girl back.
Yeah, me too. Wonder where the hell she is.
You know, there's a harbor about a half a mile up. She's gotta be there. This is a known Comando Sombra area.
You know, if I'd been doing my job properly, we wouldn't be out here in the middle of nowhere looking for some broad who got pinched on my watch.
That's what we tell ourselves, huh? It's all our fault.
No, I'm serious. By the time they grabbed the girls, I was half cut. I ain't slipping, man. I'm slipped. I'm a bad joke.
Max, we work private security. We're all ex-soldiers, ex-special forces, ex-cops, ex-good guys. We all have our reasons why we became ex. Maybe now we can put things right, okay?
So that was it, was it? Say the magic word and be absolved of your sins. If only shit were that simple, I'd have done it years ago. Me, I've been stuck in the past so long, I'd forgotten what year it was.
Hey, Max, quit your daydreaming. This is it. It's over there. I'm gonna cut the engine. Glide in.
Don't go anywhere. Looked like Passos had brought us to the right place. That was the chopper the Comando Sombra used to escape the nightclub attack. If Fabiana wasn't around here, then at least someone that knew where she was had to be. Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather worsened, I caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way, or what would happen to that girl I was supposed to protect. A bullet will sometimes work as well as a key. I had no idea what lay ahead. And as much as part of me would rather be anywhere else, I knew this was where I had to be. I felt responsible. I just had to fix the situation, right here.
Já te falei pra tu parar de reclamar, fazer teu trabalho, mano.
I couldn't understand them, but I didn't have to. Cheap hoods are the same from here to Timbuktu. The slab of meat on the boat was clearly the boss. Serrano, they called him. And it seemed that our suspicions were correct. Fabiana was here, somewhere further ahead. I had to find her quickly and quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns. I kept moving toward the signs of life, rubbing them out as I went along. I'd seen enough to know that Fabiana was at least alive, if not exactly well. Her captors didn't look like they were quite the kind and gentle type. I had to find that room quickly.
Nossa, cigarro aí. Eu não tenho, pô. Tem sim, cara. Para de mentira.
Vai se fuder, cara!
Vai tomar no meio do cu.
Eu vou te meter bala, hein?
Vá se fuder, porra.
Oi! Dani! Você tá aí? Você tem um cigarro?
I didn't want to think about what would be happening on that video feed now. Just my own imminent cameo. I had to keep moving. I hoped that I'd find Fabiana sooner than later, if at all. was the chair that she had been held in. I had just missed them. They'd been making a reality show starring Sao Paulo's favorite housewife. Probably thought it would grease the wheels with the ransom money, but it only made me want to shove the cash down their throats. She was on the move. If they'd finally decided to kill her, I wasn't doing anything to persuade them otherwise. There she was, right in front of me. The drunk fool in me wanted to make a play. But I had just about enough sense to know that I'd end up with another dead girl in my arms if I did.
Não, velho, não. O irmão já falou, velho, eu não quero inteira. Aí, isso é jogar dinheiro no lixo, hein? Caralho, cara, tá virando uma cilada essa porra, mano.
It seemed Serrano's boys had targeted the entire Bronco family and didn't give a shit which one they pinched. I opened the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell. Marching powder. These were the floor plans to the nightclub. Seemed Mr. Serrano liked to be prepared. Proper little Boy Scout. through on the catwalk if I went back into the other room. Seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following a trail of her fingers. I had to keep on going across the docks. There they were. I had the feeling I'd been running one step behind ever since I got to this country. And maybe a few years before that as well. They took her in a boat. That way. Straight ahead.
Okay, don't worry. Hang on.
Boy, did I need to hang on. The whole operation was slipping out of our grip. I was an overconfident chump who'd gone into the jungle alone. Ah, shit, more company!
Star, she's alive?
How much longer? I don't know.
Hang in there, baby. You can do it. Jesus! Oh, no, fuck off! Oh, can you see, dude?
Jump behind us, Passos.
You see it? Look out!
Another one down.
Oh, that's them, ain't it?
Fabiana's boat is in the front. Don't lose it. Keep after them.
What the fuck?
There's another boat in the damn way. I can't get a shot.
We ain't gonna be floating much longer.
I guess we're gonna be swimming.
Fuck!
Keep after them. Almost, buddy, almost.
I'll drive if you get these boats out of our way. Not cool.
We need to get past that decoy boat.
Shit! Grenade!
Down! That doesn't look so good.
Fuck, man! One of the engines is gone! Give me a second!
Second is about all we got.
Don't get that started, we're gonna die in the swamp.
I nearly got it! Hey, keep up the... Over there, man! Over there!
Just drive!
You're making progress. Yeah, I can't concentrate. The bullets whizzing past my head. There!
I think we may have outstayed our welcome, pal.
I think she'll go if you give us a second. Hey, I got it!
I knew you could do it. Very cool.
Hey, you see that? Shit, look out, more of it! Shit! Hey, that's them. We're back.
Nice job. I'm sure they missed us. Passos will be right! Look out!
Get in that
Damn it!
Hey, I got an idea. Hold on.
Ah, shit. tourist office should get a load of this.
And they know all about it. Joe's a different campaign.
Was crawling. How many guys they got?
How many poor kids want nice sneakers? It ain't hard to hire. Hey, we're on them again.
See Fabian?
Move up, Marco. All right. I'll get us a little closer. Close in. Oh, just give me a second. This shit's gonna come down to more than willpower. Close in! Shit! Gotta hit the pier! Try it, man. Shit.
Fabiana had slipped through my fingers for a second time. Another habit I didn't want or need.
It's close. We almost had her. Damn.
I don't think we ever had much of a chance. No one told us they had an entire goddamn army.
I don't think anybody knew. Crazy shit.
Yeah. It's all crazy, pal. Non-stop insanity. Thought I left all this shit behind. Easy gig, you said. What a fool I was to get involved in this madness.
Get up, bro. Max. Wake up, Max. Come on. Get up, you big bastard. Come on.
I'm up.
Yeah? You don't look up.
Just give me a second, will you? Really not feeling too good.
Hey, Max, what is it with you in interior design? Huh? You really know how to give a place a great lived-in feel, huh? This is beautiful.
Fuck off with the fucking wisecracks. Really, I'm not in the mood.
Okay, sorry, bro. The boss wants to see us, so let's go, come on. Take your time, man. Fucking unbelievable. Jesus.
I heard that.
Oh, give me a second. I'm not feeling so good.
Bom dia.
Felice estava aí?
O que o senhor acha? Claro que sim. E o senhor bem pontual,
Tudo bem.
não? Ah,
You fucking pair of clowns!
I'm sorry, sir. We risked our lives several times over trying to save...
I know. I just wish I knew what was happening and why.
Yes. Who has it in for our family?
I mean, just because we are rich and happy, is that a good reason to hate us? I do a lot of good in this town. A lot!
This is hell for me. As I told you yesterday, when I get Fabiana back, I think I will move us to Miami or Geneva. It feels like nothing good can come from living in Sao Paulo right now.
I hope you're not giving up on our city, Senor Branco. Listen, we will catch the man. You have my word on that.
Listen to Mr. Becker, brother. Yes, these are tough times, but we have been through it before. Like when Father died.
Father had a heart attack visiting a brothel. Yeah, it was humiliating, embarrassing, for sure. But now this is different. This is the end for me.
Well, she's not dead. Maybe we'll be lucky and get her back safe soon.
I can almost guarantee it, if you do as I ask.
Maybe.
Be strong, brother. For your wife. I know this has been tough on you, but things will get better. For all of us. Hmm? Marcelo, pasos in my helicopter. This way.
Sure.
Mr. Becker?
Senhor?
Let us give you a ride.
Bom. Até logo, Senhor Branco. And may I say, you would be best served se contratar profissionais e não esses amadores pés de chinelo.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Até logo, Senhor Branco.
I had so many plans, Max.
Didn't we all?
I was born into great fortune. Sometimes it feels like I have done nothing apart from being a rich man in a poor country. The men I talk to, they only see money. Now my wife, I am not naive. She does not love me for my body.
Well, despite your good fortune, you're still a decent man.
Am I? I don't know. I try to be. But maybe I'm just another rich fool, just like the rest of my friends.
com licença. Tem uma ligação pro senhor, um policial chamado Senhor da Silva.
Diga que eu ligo mais tarde.
Sim.
Another bent cop wanting a pension contribution. Do you think a pile of shit feels popular because it's surrounded by flies? Look at me. I'm a mess. O que está acontecendo? Meu Deus!
Sim, pode entrar! Senhor, temos um problema. O sistema de segurança foi desativado.
I can see that! We got men entering the building and the office won't lock down.
Posso?
Claro que pode.
It's not working. There's a way to reboot the system. If I can get to the server room, I should be able to get everything back online.
Strange. You pay a couple $1 million and you expect to push a button to be able to make all your problems go away. All I got was some useless junk and a bit of false confidence. I'm done, Max.
Sir, let us handle this. You stay in your office, lock yourself in. Do not answer the door unless you know it's me. Let's go.
I should be able to override the system if I could just get to the server room.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine. Get down behind the desk now, both of you.
Max! Max!
Yeah, it's safe. Come on. We need to get you to the server room. Let's go.
Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa?
Let's go. Come on.
Okay, I'm coming. Come on.
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off. That left us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought.
Come on, Max!
They could replace these on Monday morning. That was the office Victor used at Fabricas Bronco. They'd been keeping an eye on Fabiana from afar. Shame they'd been more interested in supposed infidelities than thugs sizing her up for a snatch.
Doesn't look good. We gotta keep moving.
This code should get us into the boardroom. Okay.
Glad to see the security system is keeping the right people out.
Ah! Oh shit!
What the heck?
Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
It's through here.
It was a lot shinier than a favela, and rent'd be easier to collect. Maybe Bronco would take pity on all the poor bastards who got evicted. I just had to keep him alive to find out.
The servers are this way.
The server room is just past those cubicles.
These clowns were the same guns for hire who jumped our exchange at the stadium. Craccia Prado, the Black Badge, right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Eu vou por aqui, você vai por ali.
Demorou. Silêncio!
Server back online.
Can we just spend a few more minutes? Make sure they're all gone?
Come on, don't worry. I got your back. Poor kid was scared shitless, but I thought we'd seen the worst of it.
Okay. The server room is just down here.
You're doing good. Come on.
Hey? I didn't think I'd have a day like this when I wake up in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing. Fact was, I'd gotten used to protecting Bronco in the big bad world. We hadn't anticipated a siege situation here, hadn't prepared for it. I couldn't tell the kid that. Something told me these guys didn't have security clearance. gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
We should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
Whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's. The security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates. But hey, who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a dame, a dork, and a drunk? Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
Max!
Your guy's working on the security system now, sir.
It just came on.
Okay, good, then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir! There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth. Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo, educated at rich kid finishing schools all over Europe. No wonder they had the common touch. I'd woken up with a headache, and it was only getting worse. I had to see how bad this problem was.
Ебала, какие отражения и без всякого RTX.
Poor girl was dead. Shot through the head by some hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time. like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna find up there, but I sensed it wasn't gonna be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Senor Branco! Senor Branco! I can't get through to him. Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Branco, open up! I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad. The little luxury runaround that kept the rich looking down on the poor literally as well as metaphorically. Rodrigo! 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 Of course, he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues. I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things low-key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved. Maybe some good... Picking the photo from the broken fragments, something caught my eye. Figures. Only blind luck it meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me. Go, Max, move. Immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. Shit. If I survived this, it'd be a victory for gross incompetence. The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency. I was in no state to save his body from the flames. I hadn't saved him from the gunman either. I'm sorry, kid. You don't want to burn, Max. Rodrigo or not, Fabricas Bronco is falling apart quite literally. Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole.
Mais forte, você sair desses peru.
The last bunch of guys who tried to kill me might have had an idea. So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week. Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to him, I might get some answers.
Hey! Why? Why Rodrigo Bronco?
Why? What?
Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Bronco?
We came to kill you. Because of what you did to us. You killed so many of us.
What reason did this poor bastard have to lie? He would be dead from shock or loss of blood in half an hour, even if I didn't leave him there to burn.
Where's Fabiana?
What?
Fabiana Bronco, where is she?
Like the one some girl got hurt. Up the hill.
Then it was up the hill for me, I guess, where the gang held sway. I had to try to figure out who was using these angry paramilitary clowns as some kind of front to kill Rodrigo. I was a mess. Rodrigo Bronco was dead. Fabiana was held hostage. I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess. This place, well, this place was gonna kill me too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk. At least then I would see who shot me. It was time to take back control from whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I'd been drinking and popping painkillers for years. I had a liver like a French goose and skin like red leather. Well, it wasn't perfect. In fact, it wasn't much good at all, but it was gonna have to do. At least I was facing in the right direction. The only way out was to use that filing cabinet. So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week. Hello.
Hello, Victor.
Max? Max, you're alive? Of course I'm alive. We did not know this. We are lost, Max. Our brother was everything to us. I understand. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked. What happened, Max?
I don't know.
Some guys from the Crush of Prado came into the building downstairs, so while me and the security guard were dealing with them, an assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, Poja. You killed my brother.
What are you talking about? I understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money.
How am I getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice, or more. And right now I'm going to get Fabiana.
Where is she? Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza. How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crotch of Prado told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max. Our family is being torn apart. So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore. The unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Parece crack, mas é só insegurança. Fui nessa capeste, os bico cansa. Expressa, é claro, cansa. Whisky, neon, pouca luz, ela dança. Aí, tô eu e meus demônios como sempre. Você sempre, cigarro, uma das lentes. Sem fé, tudo que fala mente. Fundo do poço, osso, dono da docente. Amor, busquei tipo samba.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go, so I decided to head straight for the street party that seemed to be raging. Either that or some other fool had gotten there before me and now was being ritually sacrificed. I've had better ideas, but then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
E aí, gringo?
Get lost, kid.
Eu me amarro nos States. Você precisa de ajuda, senhor?
Speak English?
Aham, falo sim, sem problema.
I need to know if you've ever seen this girl, Fabiana. Come here for a second. Look at her.
I know lots of girls. Sexy. Come on, come on. This way.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. Down there?
Isso.
Jesus.
This way, come on.
At least I'd found myself a tour guide.
Да, далекий 2012 год.
Demorou, vai ser irado, mano. Demorou.
Vamos logo.
The way I see it, there's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between. Hidden in the dark. What was I really doing walking in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just using a messed up situation to indulge myself, grasping at some desperate delusion, control? Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I cared to admit.
A gente não tá no zoológico, turista de merda!
Nice percent girls.
Ô papai, eu vim devolver o seu sorriso favela, hein? Leve e solta pra cantar. Nunca esquecer como sua paz é bela. Vá força pra
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where
Помню
yuppies
лагерь
could gawk at the
тормоза,
endless
а
spirit
также
of
средний
from the inside
графа.
of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando.
Ну 4 сегодня это априори для таких игр норм.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda.
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro.
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado. Pega o dinheiro dele, pega o dinheiro dele. Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Dá logo. Dá logo. Filho da puta. Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui.
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them. First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter.
Vai. Epa! Aí, boa. Joga. Aí, toca pra sabedoria.
If there was one thing I'd learned since I'd been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Que isso, é a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe um dos três para ele.
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde és tu?
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
No comprende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own. It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
Passa o baseado. Ih, não é tua vez não, passa aí, meu. Aí, tem visto a irmã do Wilson, mano? Aí, o que esse cara quer? Aí, bela camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o cuzão, amigo.
Hey, are you lost?
In more ways than I could possibly explain.
I know you. At the disco, with the gun. Yeah, you had hair back then and better clothes. Anders Dudling from Steele, North Dakota. Why on earth are you here?
Well, I'm, looking for someone. What are you doing here?
We came to help the cause. See, after I retired, my wife, she said I had to do something. And, well, you know, I always loved kids, so I got involved in Angels of the Hill. Oh, it's a great cause, and they're really great folk. And, well, now we come down twice a year to help inoculate the children of the favelas. Yeah, oh, simply wonderful, giving back. Whole family does it. In fact, my little girl's coming in a couple of days.
Aren't you afraid?
I was a cop for 25 years. And granted, Steele ain't San Paulo, but, you know, I seen things. And people are the same everywhere. Good, bad, and different.
Listen, have you heard anything about a woman, about 28, rich? She was kidnapped. I heard she was being held around here.
No?
All right, well, good luck.
All right, you too. You look like you need it. I gotta get back at it. All right, I'll say a prayer for you.
Another life lesson I didn't want.
E aí, medo? Série tem hoje? Aí, mais gostosa do que nunca. Pô, sai de cima de mim, meu. Ô.
Привет, это начало.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the
Привет,
bother.
середина.
Telephone?
Telefone, vai lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Matt, can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, to make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down?
Guaraná pra ele, chopp pra mim. Bem gelado.
Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well.
Wilson da Silva. Very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, I think.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Branco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy? Sejano.
Yep. He's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, you sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And this is his little buddy here. Milo Hegel. They work for this vigilante group, Crasha Preto.
Yep, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Branco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land Rodrigo Branco wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Branco?
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. We had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Branco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the UFE are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. I think you might want this.
Thank you. I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Branco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You help me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck.
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
Peraí. Olha quem tá aí.
E aí, gringo? O que você tá fazendo aí?
No comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim? Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
Por favor, amigo. No.
Relax, soldier.
You're American? Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world. Fuck me. I mean,
You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think. And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day. Jesus, what a fucking creep. It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
É o gringo. Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma. A gente desce ou não? Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não. É certo. Vamos lá.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest. I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint. I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another man's eyes. I needed to focus. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me. piece at a time. Fabiano's market value was falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock. These bastards looked different, tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiano wasn't going to be served up come feeding time. There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Tá faltando uma loira desvelada. Você falou que ia buscar, porra. Foi, falei esse oficial 3 vezes.
Soccer had gotten Claudio away from the favela, but it hadn't gotten him far enough. I couldn't imagine his death had done much to boost the CS's approval ratings in that part of town. Giovanna, charity worker and socialite. Work with the poor and play with the rich. You try to live in two worlds. Eventually, you're gonna get your life ripped apart. this was going to be a safe medical detox.
Só mija, mano. Ouvi essa, seu filho da puta. Caralho! Caralho, porra!
Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust. Packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene. Cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living. I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade. That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally for his hospitality. It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me. I had to hope the king was in his castle. As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down! Let the girls go. No one needs to die, asshole. Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda. Vou matar sim. Don't you kill her! Don't you?
Okay.
Caralho! Atividade! É a porra da UP! Você fica com o gringo! A galera conta tem depois, vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho!
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery. If I could get back to Passos, we'd be in a slightly better position to handle this situation. If anything happened to Passos, it would be my responsibility. I knew I shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry, just had to say goodbye. You okay?
I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Got that feeling too.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The money's mine! That's if there's anything left to identify the bodies with.
You good? Yeah, I'm okay.
This way, through the gate. Hey, come on. Hey, wake up. Let's go.
There he is. Hey, how you doing? You heard about the thing? $100,000. I'm not fucking around. I'm not either. You know what? I don't trust Joey.
The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked him? Huh? I got hollow points. Yeah, look, we all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even, all right? All right? Fair. That's all. I look like a fucking socialist fool, an aid worker. We'll work it out together, okay? Look, cuz, how long we been doing this? I'm not giving no handouts. Not asking for a handout. We're out here working. Whatever. Shut up. Whatever. Shut Whatever up. you say. There he is! Right? Just look. Joe! Oh!
Distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that circular thing. The hit. He's like Latino or something.
Let's go!
Payne and the other one. Just hold on to it.
Just go, bro! I'm gonna kill you!
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that circular thing. The hit. He's like Latino or something. Which hit? Payne or the other one. Just hold on to him.
They didn't have much of a reason to keep Passos alive, whoever they thought he was.
Be cool, okay? Be cool.
Don't tell me it's cool. You Max Payne?
Who?
Very fucking funny.
Whatever.
You're Max Payne. I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, give yourself up, and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last reprievement. Ain't no reprievement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
You think I'm playing around here?
Chill the
Holy shit! What the hell is going on here?
Don't worry about it. Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor bastard quite literally on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Sniper! Shit!
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down! Shot came from the top of the mausoleum! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Hey! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Move up, man! Hey, asshole!
Shoot the fucker! Somebody cap this motherfucker! What the? Move up on
Listen, I got your back.
Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Go back! Move up, man! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
You okay?
Sure, right up.
Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
You okay?
Sure, right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
You okay?
Sure, right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Go! Hit the gravestone! Shit! 4 guys! Shoot till he stops! Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot!
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Windows coming up!
Great.
Pull around! Left! Get an angle! Get behind that thing! the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Get behind that thing. Don't give that sniper anything to aim at. Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank him. Get a shot.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Windows coming up.
Great.
Flank him, man, to the left. Up the stairs. Up the stairs, man. Left. Don't go up the stairs. Left. Up the stairs. Up the stairs, man. Left. Don't go up the stairs. Quick. Up the stairs. Up the stairs, man. Left. Go. Hit the gravestone. Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Go, Max! Move to the tomb! Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
Gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Get behind that thing. Shit, more guys.
Finish it! You're fucking dead!
Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Windows coming up.
Great.
Go on, man. Look for a shot.
Ice that fucker! Fucking shoot! You're dead, scumbag!
Fire! Go around. Left. Get an angle. Don't go up the stairs. Left. Up the stairs. Up the stairs, man. Up in the tower.
This is the only...
Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Go! Hit the gravestone! Don't give that sniper anything to aim at! Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot!
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Windows coming up!
Great.
Come on, man! Look for a shot! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Quick! Be careful, man. Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to...
Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха-ха, как он спустился.
give when you're way behind the
Красиво.
front line.
Windows coming up.
Great.
Go around. Yeah, get an angle. Don't go up the stairs. That's the stairs, man. Left, left, left. Up the stairs. Don't go up the stairs. That's the stairs, man. Left, left, left. Up the stairs. Don't go up the stairs. That's the stairs, man. Left, left, left. Up the stairs. Don't go up the stairs. That's the stairs, man. Left, left, left. Up the stairs. Don't go up the stairs. That's the stairs, man. Left, left, left. Up the stairs. Don't go up the stairs. That's the stairs, man. Left, left, left.
Блять, но вот такое я впервые вижу. Чтобы дверь тупила.
Up in the tower.
Пиздец нахуй, блять. Баги какие-то. Раньше не было.
Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Don't let them draw you out! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
You okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Go! Hit the gravestone! Shit! 4 guys! Okay, I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot!
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Windows coming up!
Great.
Flank it, man, to the left!
Will you please?
Up the stairs, man! Left! 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 Up the stairs! Don't go up the stairs! That's the stairs, man! Left! 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 Up the stairs! Don't go up the stairs! That's the stairs, man! Left! 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 Up the stairs! Don't go up the stairs! That's the stairs, man! Left! Wait!
Сука.
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze! As opposed to what? Disco
Это я
dance?
тупил.
Shut the fuck up, half-caste. Turn around. Turn around. Move. Move! Hold it! That way, you fucking jokers. Move!
Where are we going?
Hey, take it easy.
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son. My boy. My only son.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck you! Sorry for your loss. But your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started. Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Fuck you. You killed my son! You fucking spick! Ow! You killed my son! Dig! Now!
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig!
Sure, he had lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins. Still, perhaps not so bad that I was prepared to dig my own grave and let these goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
I didn't want to tell the guy there were 45 other bodies in the cemetery that weren't receiving their Christian rites. I figured the Gravedigger Act would buy us some time.
I'm getting tired just watching you.
Where are you going? I die!
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, follow me. appropriate.
You gonna take that contract on my head, bro?
Something for the cold?
Hey, psst, this way. Up there. Go on, go, go, go.
You go first.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Like I said, Passo's always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
Huh. All right.
Spread out and clear every room before you move on. We don't want to miss these damn fools.
Our SOS was gonna have to wait.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
We just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vai pra lá! Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo! Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda! Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda! Cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron, But here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. It was time to get out of there. Seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. In that awful nightclub, the stage, the docks. I'd been given enough chances to make this right, and again, I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same mistakes for all eternity. If I filled my body with enough poison, maybe I'd forget I added another dead girl to my rap sheet. The place was swarming with cops, but they weren't there for me, as far as I could tell, and I'd blundered my way into enough clusterfucks for one day. If these fools could buy me some time, I might have a chance to get to Marcello and Giovanna before somebody put a bullet in their heads too. Giovanna and Marcello were still alive, but I didn't hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage killed, and I was only just getting started. This was turning into another fine example of private security work. heard about these raids. Rent-a-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge. When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. Anyone was fair game, as I was about to find out. The odds of me getting out of there alive, let alone Giovanna and Marcello, were narrowing with every passing second. I guess sobriety is relative. I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
Você tá me tirando, porra? Alguma coisa, seu filho da puta! O seu chefe, seu filho da puta! Pra você, otário!
Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games. These were the same paramilitary cops I had seen executing fools after the failed kidnapping at the party. Nasty business. If these were the guys De Silva was worried about, maybe he had a point. Yes, this was definitely them. Jesus Christ, these bastards made the NYPD look like the Hare Krishnas. I couldn't make much sense of what I was seeing, but I had the feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else. I had no option but to take the scenic route. These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But who was I to cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Traz essa puta aí, ó. Dá porrada nessa piada aí.
Posso esperar pra sair daqui?
História de merda. Eles nunca aprendem a lição.
Traficantes e viciados, né? Espero o quê? Traficantes e viciados, né? Espero o quê? Traficantes e viciados, né? Espero o quê?
The alley was a dead end in more ways than one. I needed to find a way out of there. It seemed like as good a place as any to lie low and get my bearings. Problem was, some other fine gentleman had the same idea. I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck. Another reminder, not that I needed one, that any low point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to find out. It was Sao Paulo's finest and a busload of lucky winners they'd picked out earlier. I decided I might as well follow them. I was lost and they were going somewhere, and it was the closest I was going to get to a plan. Where were they taking them? Did they have Marcelo and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more? When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut. And my gut was telling me that band of merry men would lead me to some answers. Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received. What was going on here? They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something felt wrong. In fact, everything felt wrong. Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't gonna end in a piñata and a slice of cake. What the fuck was this? The vigilantes doing an exchange with the death squad cops? Were they buying people? What the hell for? None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they were doing deals. Now I had to find Giovanna and Marcelo. Without a better plan, I thought I'd better follow this bastard.
Não faz isso não, viu? Por favor, não faça isso não. Vamos acabar com essa porra. Cala a boca, sua puta. Vem pra cá.
Here was Giovanna and Marcelo. What the hell were they about to do to him?
Marcelo!
Jesus. Shit. Damn.
Filho da puta! Você tá fugido, gringo!
You bastard. Giovanna! It's gonna be okay. No. You don't want to do that. Come on. Go. Why did they do that to Marcelo?
It's a legendary gang way of killing people.
These are no ordinary street gang.
I guess they want people to think they are. With this, they can justify the killings of today and the people they took.
Shh! Quem fez isso? Foi americano.
Foi?
Foi?
He's blaming you for the death of his friend.
Porra de americano. Coisa morre, porra. Caralho. Contra ele. Mata ele. Pode deixar, eu mato.
After a couple of hours of lying and shit, you learn to appreciate what you've got. And right now, all we had was each other. I was a wreck, and Giovanna, well, I knew what she'd seen no amount of drugs or therapy could erase. That kind of pain follows you around forever. The constant shadow of a wasted life. The poor girl had been through enough. We had to find a way out of there. Giovanna was calling Passos. I didn't know if this was a good place to hide or not. When half the local police force and a crew of paramilitary psychopaths want to send you upstairs, I reasoned a crowd was as good a place as any. At least when we got shot. Maybe some kind soul would take a video and put it on the internet.
Let's go. I just saw a cop looking at me.
All right,
Paso said there's a good place to hide in the back.
just try to stay calm. Come on. You okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I guess this is it.
No, keep going. That's a girl. Here, come on. This way.
Тут устроим перерывчик. Спасибо всем, кто был.
In here. Just try to stay calm, all right? I know this is fucked up.
I'm pretty calm. I'm also pregnant.
You gotta be shitting me.
Me and Raul, Passos you call him. We just want to live somewhere, away from this shit.
I understand. I wanted that too, a long time ago.
What happened?
Just didn't work out that way.
Sorry to hear that.
Maybe things will be different. For you two, I mean. Passos is a lucky guy. Shh.
Good shot, chef.
I don't think these guys are here for your baby shower.
Get down. Stay out of sight.
Disperse e procure por toda parte. Temos que achar a menina e o americano também.
Tá bom.
Ok, chefe.
Listen to me, it's gonna be okay. Just calm down, I said.
Calm down? Are you out of your mind?
Vamos ver esse filho da puta! Vamos virar eles, vá!
They're going to kill us!
Giovanna, just wait there! I'll just be here soon.
There isn't going to be a soon if we stay here. We have to move.
Giovanna, get down!